Hey guys, welcome to the Testing Academy. My name is Pramod, and in this video, we are gonna cover a very interesting topic, which is basically quality assurance career ladder. So, a couple of people are asking me, okay, I am a senior QA or I'm QA engineer. What can I do? Like, means what are the path that I can follow? Like, so a couple of things that I have prepared for you. I think that is gonna help you, and you will get more clarity about what is the QA career ladder, right? So let's jump into the video and see what you can do that, right? All right, guys. So this is the mind map that I have specially prepared for you. So let's go one by one what you can do it. So it's gonna be a very small video, but it definitely will give you more clarity, like what you can do and what you can expect from it, right? So most of the people you have seen, right? So you have started with the QA engineer, like people. So different companies have a different way to say that. Some people will say you are a QA engineer. Someone will say you are a athlete. In that case, sometimes they will say you test engineer. Sometimes people will say automation engineer. Like it totally depends upon how. And like if you go with service-based companies, they will only tell you it's just a software engineer. You are just a software engineer in that case. So when I was in Accenture, there was not a QA engineer. I was just a software engineer doing the QA stuff, right? So that's totally a different concept. But point here is that if you are around 1 to 3 years, 2 years ish of experience, and you are doing the QA stuff and all, then probably most of you are falling under the QA or test engineer category. Make sense? Right. So now you have like two options that I have prepared. Means this especially don't curse me on this. This can a expand very well, right? But my point here is to give you more clarity, at least a gist about it, right? So what you can do. So you can have like two paths. Means you have started, for example, so a couple of people I have seen started as a manual tester, right? So they have to learn certain automation in that case, right? Or probably I've seen like people are still doing for 5 years manual testing and all after they move to manager and all. So those paths are not covered here, right? So path one will be the very straightforward, right? Where what you will do is that you will be become a senior QA after this, right? So again, some companies in senior QA they are doing some automation also, and most of the company I have seen people in senior QA also they are doing the same stuff like manual testing, and also again it totally depend upon the company that you have chosen, right? So after senior QA you can become QA lead definitely, right? Or you can become means sometimes people call it test lead, QA lead. So right, when you are at QA lead, it's basically 7 to 8 years of experience, nearly around in especially in the Asia specific. Uh, but I've seen in Europe or especially in America and all people with like 3 years or 4 years experience becoming QA lead. So it totally depend upon the different countries and their region, right? So after QA lead, you can become test manager, right? Or people call it QA manager sometimes. And now here most of the things starts very where you will be doing most of the time managing these QA whatever that you have. So you will be assigned around 15, 20, 10 depending upon the organization. QAs they you are responsible for the releases, you are responsible for the overall quality, brand protection and all, right? So that is there. After that you can move towards the director of engineering, and definitely there are like other things that you can definitely move on. But so that's a typical QA career ladder is there. Now, sometimes people ask me, okay, what I can do after this, right? For example, I've seen people doing the couple of more things like after becoming a senior QA, I've seen people are going toward this test consultant. They can test consultant are mostly the people who are basically consult about your automation strategy or manual testing strategy. What is it? They will give the inputs. They will give you uh, means what is your approach of test strategy. They can give you more things. They can handle your projects also. So you can become that. You can assign basically take certain people under you and become C means as a test lead in that case also. So there's another way that you can talk about it. So people have seen after senior QA and all people have moved to product manager, right? So that's again a path. So if we talk about part two, I've seen people moving towards dev role. Yes, you can move towards it. So after even if after senior QA, I've seen people moving toward the dev role. Even I have seen dev people moving towards QA. So totally depend upon this. Freelancer, you can become freelancer, BA, system ops. BA is I've seen like lots of people are becoming BA, especially in the service-based company like Capgemini, Accenture, Infosys, TCS. People are going towards BAs and all. I don't know what they like, but yeah, system ops, DevOps, Scrum Master. solution engineer, customer support, and other solution architect, right? So these are again the part two that you can follow. So the primarily we were discussing mostly about this path where we start as a QA, become a senior QA, become QA leads, test manager, director of engineering, and all the things. So again, the position and all definitely can vary on the organization origin. This is not an exact blueprint that I'm talking about, right? But you get the gist of it, right? What exactly you can do and what is expected from you from the different profiles, right? So that was a quick video about it. I hope you have learned something new, like what is exactly can be the QA career ladder for you, what can be your next step, right? You can do. And so if you have any question, do ask me in the comment section. I'll be happy to help. And if you want to know more about what is expected and from the different roles and all, I'll basically can create a new video about it, discussing about those things, right? So thanks a lot for watching. I'll definitely see you in the next video. Don't forget to share and subscribe. See you in the next video.